Hi, teammates. Jesus is getting ready to shoot us through the tunnel like we're going through a slide through a polluted land. So everywhere I look, it just looks polluted. You know what I mean? It's just everything's like mixed in a little bit of truth with a lot of lies. So just be wise as serpents and gentle as doves, and believe in the Creator God, the maker of all things. Jesus could be the lion with the eagle's wings spoken of in Daniel 7, who was Saul in another life, King Saul. And Hendrik Goldzius could be the Holy Ghost. So just some things to think about. I found this guy today, Auguste Mariette. He was an archaeologist for Egypt and a scholar, and had a lot of finds with France. He was a Frenchman and had a lot of finds in Egypt. If we go to his death, February 11th, 1821 to January 18th, 1881, you get 21,892 days. So you can see that there. January 18th, 1881 to February 1st, 2018 is 50,053 days. The first one on top is his actual life. That's August's life. This one is to Mousy Radio's death. January 18th he died. And January 18th to November 30th, that's Paul Walker's death, is 48,529 days. And January 18th, 1881 to January 22nd, 2008 is 46,390 days. So kind of like the 46 with the two towers, the 46 chromosomes, just like whenever Heath Ledger comes out of the hospital in The Dark Knight, he's improving, and he does kind of like he's hitting the wall, like he's doing his palms. So he's got his palms open, and I think that he was a tower. His hoofs were made brass, as symbolically, and that's why he's 46,390. And then Paul Walker's November 30th, he's 48,529. So kind of some symbolism there with like Church 5 symbolism. That's what he shows. And then the 50,053 right there is Ezekiel 45:2. And then this top one is August's life, which equals 21,892 days, which is like GAB. So that, because that's BAG high 89 high, which is Church 1A, and then B. So like Gabriel kind of. So very interesting. This is about Auguste Mariette here. August's cousin Nestor died, and then August sorted through his Egypt papers, and that's how he became interested in Egypt. And then the Apis bulls were his first find. Ismail Pasha, one of the leaders of Egypt, insisted his return to Egypt. And they did a sweetheart deal, and the Germans and English protested that sweetheart deal, they called it, between France and Egypt relations, because they made it so that France and Egypt were the only ones who were excavating the land of Egypt. They were the only ones. France was. So this confirms a lot of stuff, teammates. This is big to me, like, because one of my friends, Reed Caparzo, he called my girlfriend a few years ago. He called her a sweetheart, and this kind of relates to me a little bit. So just hang in there, teammates. I know I'm kind of rambling, but just hang in here with me. key dive relations with Auguste, not always stable. It makes sure to say that. And this is like KH or K he. He is like John or Johnny. So the K is like the root. So that's like my mom's dad. Her brother is Johnny, and my mom's brother is Johnny, and her dad is named Holland Klein Wells. And so then I'll get to that here in a minute. This guy also did Ada opera. He offered brief plot. So kind of interesting there. So like if we break down my grandfather's name, like Hole and Klein, like K-Line, my grandfather on my dad's side, he sent me letters when I was in a dark place and really helped me try to get through. Some of them had worship of Mary in them, like say the Holy Rosary, and I wouldn't do it. You know, those letters I had to trash, but the rest of his letters were really helpful, and like he sent me books and stuff, and he's a pilot. So like K-Line, like plane, you know, like you're going over fields and stuff, like you're in a plane. So K-Line, whole, and like he sat in the throne of me in the dark place. And Wells dive, like pirates, sort of. So I went to July 14th, 1561, Sayyida al-Hurra, and that's January 18th, 1881, and I got 116,692. And that to me is like the end of the first horse who rides in Revelation 6. He and two con, Q-U-E-R. I was at, my Q-U is like Q of Meg. Old is like Q, so that would be I was at my grandparents' house on my mom's side for 5 months after I was in a dark place the first time.